Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here watching some Symphogear. We got some comments here today, so let's see what people got to say. We got Jester Josh with a whole bunch of comments here for us. First one for the Patreon for the episode, Not a Crude Color of Rust, saying, I nearly spoiled Noble Red's death fake out with my last comment and had to write it again to make it sound more like their deaths were permanent. Either way, I don't think I would take getting sliced in half as my preferred form of receiving a power boost. It's also the exact opposite of their goal this entire season. Noble Red has solely fought for the desperate hope of getting their human bodies back and no longer being monsters. Now they've been fully converted to monsters without their consent. Power up or not, it's a bit rough. This may be my favorite Kirika and Shirabe fight. We finally get to hear their XV theme songs combined, which is always so good. Elsa's new form makes for a fun opponent, two new amalgams, and Kirika and Shirabe somehow step up their insane combo attack game. Kirika and Shirabe always have the most insane combo attacks, the funniest being the giant Roomba they used to clear the noise in a previous season. But this one easily takes a top spot thanks to its ridiculous number of changes. Shrabe's shield fight turns into a mech, which turns into a bear trap, which turns into a bingo cage, which then explodes for some reason. So good. Welcome to the moon. It only gets crazier from here. You know, I didn't think the bingo machine would be the top of the craziest stuff happening, but I'm still surprised it's being topped.
Well, I mean, that was 2 episodes ago, so we've already had the
Oh yeah,
escalation's already begun.
we've had our rise out of it, but I think it was still well worth it. Kirika and Shrabe are in fact the combo pair, so it makes sense that they get the craziest things to do together. But we're still basically on Noble Red's arc right now. Like they haven't resolved their new monsters forms; they're just kind of surviving in their new scenario,
Well, I
right?
mean, it's more so Shem Ha's arc that they're a part
Yeah,
of now. The
that
the
that Noble Red
starter,
has been, yeah.
the start of the season, or I guess
Mm,
this 2-part story that crosses 2 seasons, has
yeah.
kind of been their kind of arc thing. Now it's more so Shem Ha's arc.
Right. But I do feel like Noble Red will get some kind of resolution here. Like, they're not done yet. We haven't fulfilled their entire narrative purpose or, like, all the bank that they have right now. Specifically because of the thing that happened to them, getting cut in half. So, I'm expecting more.
I mean, I don't know. We're on the last 2 episodes before we go into extras, so I don't know.
Maybe they just smelled like the Wicked Witch then. I don't know. Also on the Patreon, in response to "In the beginning was the word," Josh says, I do love how this episode gives us another brief glimpse into the pure firepower Hibiki packs. She's clearly clearing out trash mobs that are little more than sentry turrets, but she blows through the entire hallway in one dash and breaks down a wall, all without breaking a sweat. It's also the rare instance where she mixes her scarf into her melee combos, because that's always also a weapon somehow.
Victor Master Asia.
Yep. To clear up Fine's relations with the custodians, Fine is a human. That's a core part of why she was attempting to destroy the moon and break the curse. She lost the ability to speak to her lover, one of the custodians, when humans lost access to the same universal language they spoke under the curse of Balal. Her plot was an attempt to get back that language and reconnect with him, who she hoped was still alive somewhere. She wrongfully believed that the curse was there to split humanity, not to protect them. In retrospect, Fine's plan would have backfired horrendously. She had no guarantee he survived, and, unbeknownst to her, breaking the curse would have instantly freed Shemha and doomed humanity. Fine was powerful, but probably not powerful enough to solo a god. This reminds me of basically every Call of Cthulhu cult plot, right? It's like, yes, we're going to go ahead and summon this thing. That'll definitely help rise us to power. Oh no, it only wants to destroy the
I
world.
mean, in Fine's defense, I think that would make everybody on Earth part Shemha, part Fine at that point, because everyone
Hmm.
would have part genetic of Shemha in them, which allows them all to become Shemha, and then they'd
Hmm.
all have part Fine that allows Fine to resurrect or whatever herself in any human ever.
I do believe in the hierarchy of control, though Fine does end up below Shemha, unfortunately. If it's just the mental battle for the genetics of the planet or whatever, then I feel like she
Well, I
loses.
don't think it becomes that. I think it becomes every human turns into a Shemha, except for one, which becomes Fine. Had Fine not sacrificed their soul or whatever
So,
a long time
so I'm gonna go
ago.
ahead and put this down into my fan fiction. I'm gonna do Shemha and Fine fighting over humanity, and lots of scenes of them together doing things, fun things. Anyway,
Yeah, you
so
can find that on rule34.com or whatever.
yeah, find it now if you are on the Patreon. Anyway, so glad you instantly pointed out how funny Maria's "Remember the first time we sang together" line is. Don't get me wrong, incredible fight scene. Both girls singing their very first duet from G. The fight directed more like a music video than usual, and again, the more beautiful amalgam reveal. All excellent, but I feel like Maria and Tsubasa have gotten so close that they both forgot that one of them started as a global terrorist. A terrorist who is one of the two Symphogear users to have actively killed a human, and unlike Chris, didn't do so indirectly. Chris killed in season 1 with the noise, but wasn't fully aware of the scale of damage she was doing. Maria kicked a bunch of guys into walls at full strength and cut a couple down with Gungnir. The hallway around her has had bloodstains. She is the only true murderer in the cast. But also, Maria is incredibly cute and supportive towards Tsubasa, so we can forgive a couple of murders, right?
Technically, technically, Elf 9 is Carol.
Yeah, in a sense, yes.
Did Carol not kill people? I'm pretty sure
I
Carol killed
believe
some
Carol
people.
specifically sent out the vampire auto scores to pull the memories from people, which definitely killed them. So
Technically, Griff,
responsibility.
technically, the auto scorers are also Carol.
Yeah, yeah, that's also a good point. Even more directly then.
Well, I mean, literally, Carol made Elf 9 with their memories. Carol made the autoscorers with their memories, which makes them all part of Carol, which means that Carol, being part of Elf 9 then is directly tied to these murders.
But Elf 9 doesn't have a Symphogear, so she just goes directly to jail, I guess. Poor Elf 9 in jail, Maria walks free like, oh, yeah, no, they were just Americans, don't worry about it. Continuing comments, though, we got another one from Olive23, who says from the episode Penny Dreadful, Shem-Ha Mephrosa is Hebrew for the explicit name. Jewish tradition says that it is improper for humans to speak or write the name of the Taronic god in full, and instead use a number of euphemisms, including this and other ways of stopping short, such as the tetragrammaton, the letters YHWH without any connecting vowels. Yeah, Yahweh is a pretty popular one, which ended up in Indiana Jones of all
I
things.
mean, my favorite is He Who Shall Not Be Named.
I mean, at that point, we got to ask: are we talking about God or Voldemort? Well, Voldemort would feel
Well, I
pretty
mean,
happy about
technically,
it.
He Who Shall Not Be Named is also Satan.
Let's see. But I think that is all the comments we got for right here. So let's go ahead and go into the recap real quick and see what happened. Last episode was Not a Crude Color of Rust, where Maria confronts Shem-Ha only to find that Noble Red has been revived and now supports Shem-Ha, compelling Maria to retreat. Shem-Ha ascends the Yggdrasil Tower. Meanwhile, Fado, apprehended for his crimes, expresses his cynicism about the effectiveness of songs in saving the world. As a research team prepares to investigate lunar ruins reacting to Yggdrasil, the wielders must protect the rocket from the empowered Noble Red. Despite the destruction of the rocket, Kirika and Sharabe use their amalgams to defeat Elsa and Tsubasa's facilities, uh, the wielders hijacking Noble Red's teleportation spell, sending them to lunar ruins. That is one episode before last time.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. So, Theta, let's go ahead and fill in what also happened after that while they are on the moon.
Yeah, sure.
Do you
What's
remember
her
the
name?
proper name of the
Our
dude?
vampire splits into like 100 tinier vampires and
Hmm.
fights. Oh god, which one did she fight again? Everybody broke into like little groups and fought different little groups
They
of
were
people.
fighting. She was fighting Maria and
I
Tsubasa.
wanted to say Maria because in my memory I remember her fighting somebody in a white outfit, and it's like that's Maria. It's white, but I
Yeah, it
can't
was. It
remember.
was the big duet.
Well, it looks like Maria kills them all except for one tiny one flies off, which means the vampire girl is still around.
Oh yeah.
Our werewolf girl has her bits ripped out, so she can't use her tail mechanics anymore.
All right, she is currently a helpless agent, while of course our Robo Girl is currently trying to move them along.
Well, she's the last full threat left.
That's
I
right.
mean, besides Shemha herself.
Yep. We also got a whole bunch of backstory involving Shemha's fight to take over the planet, stopped by Blue Dude. I don't remember the exact name of him
Well,
again.
see,
Fine's
I
boyfriend.
forgot which episode that one was in because it's the start of the episode.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, we got really blindsided by that one, but it is also the biggest drop we've gotten so far, and things are gonna get crazier.
well, I mean, that's the Fine's boyfriend, as you just mentioned, that they were talking about. Just another Josh was talking about,
Yeah.
and I was thrown off. That's why I said was it, because I was like, oh, if that was the last episode, then I was backwards when I said just another Josh's comment was referring to 2 episodes back. But if you're saying that I gave you the wrong one, then
Then in that case, Theta, you got any thoughts before we head into this? Anything big things that stick out to you before
we're
we
on the
begin?
penultimate episode of all that is Symphogear. So,
That's right. We're really close to the end. 2 more episodes, one big finale somewhere in here, and I'm ready for it.
well, we're also, for noteworthy sake, we're recording them back to back. So,
Mhm.
if you're watching this, you don't have to worry about, you know, what's coming up next. We're gonna be watching it right after that. The only thing that we're not watching in sequence right now is the extras, which we're doing on a different day.
Yep, so stick around with us after we finish up the series for that, but until, of course, they make season 6, that's gotta be it, and,
Well, yeah,
it's been a fun ride.
we do know about Symphogear next. We just no knowledge about what it is, other than I think it's a movie.
It will exist somewhere in the future. Yeah, that's all we got.
Well, I mean,
And
next
we're
is the
down for that
title.
too, probably.
Next is the title. I'm not saying whatever Symphogear does next.
Yeah,
Symphogear
yeah, yeah.
next is the title of the next thing.
All right, I think in that case, let's go ahead and watch and see what crazy stuff happens today. But before we get started, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all of that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, it's also relaxing. So you can go ahead and follow us over on Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's also for the channel, just a little bit extra.
Hit the link down below. Join the Discord. If you liked Symphogear, if you liked our reactions to Symphogear, drop a note in the recommendations channel about shows like this that you'd like to see us react to.
I almost forgot about that.
Oh, that's right. They got attacked by a tower.
Do you?
The sub
You?
got hit by a thing underwater on the next time on.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're doing multiple angles here.
Well, it's basically them calling for help was the very end of last episode.
Oh, they're gonna have to come all the way back down to Earth for
It's
this.
a tunnel. It's not a tower, it's a tunnel.
Yeah, it goes to like this whole facility.
The facility's on the moon, Griff.
Yeah, Jiro, let's go save the world. Symphogear Genjuro?
No.
この星の迷い子たちを我が力へと改造した後には彼方へと去った同胞の喉元へと攻め入ってやろうぞ
Okay, so next is the gods fighting the other gods.
Oh, hell yeah. It's not anime if we don't kill God.
Yeah, it goes. That's the Symphogear song, by the way.
Oh, there we go. Dramatic heroic Elf 9. Let's go.
だから僕も怖くたって逃げたくありません。それに今の僕は一人じゃありません。
By the way, Griff, if you still remember whatever question you had, you might as well ask it. There's not going to be an opening.
Oh,
we got the credit thing.
I was gonna propose, Veer was gonna end up destroying the moon too, wasn't he?
No, he was trying to save us, remember? Or he then dragged the moon with his giant ghost hand. We've talked about it 100 times.
Yeah. Here we go. Two most powerful characters in the series so far versus each other. Let's do it.
Well, I mean, it's like Carol at 1% of her power versus the god at the end of the show.
Gosh, just expecting a DBZ moment out of Carol all the time. It's like, well, you've seen me at only 1% of my power, but how about this?
At the cliff edge?
Yeah, destroy the cliff you're standing on.
Which I guess wouldn't make sense since they can both fly.
Oh no, we're going on the same arc.
Well, I mean, we've always known this. Also, her song is all the colors.
Yeah, it's still great.
Well, except for Maria's. Oh, she can make herself invincible.
Again, the smash cut.
I mean,
Ah,
pointedly,
there we
she
go.
also has the power of the butler from Helsing.
You're not wrong.
But what about bondage?
Darn it, Carol. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I think her real trump card is the fact that she has an outlet to sacrifice for power. So she could ultimately blow all of her strength in one go if she literally erases all of her memories or something. Where everybody else's
Right,
power is just
sacrifice.
a mark that they can reach. The thing is,
And then Carol wins.
the thing is that memories are an infinite power source. Because you're literally making them as you're spending them.
I think when they described it, they did classify that there's definitely different values to memories. So just going to the shop probably doesn't count as much as, like, how much you love somebody, right? I love the hubris.
Giant shoes.
That's what you noticed.
Cool. I'm next to the last episode. Great
Cool,
job,
but
Dad.
we do have to run. Oh, yeah, that's Doom. If nothing else happened, this is already a worldwide disaster, right?
人類の脳を使わずともシュムハは現代の演算端末ネットワークシステムを応用して
No, she's using the internet.
外部からの攻撃にサガの一部が損傷浸水が始まっています。
ユグドラシルがあちこちに鎌倉の一本じゃない世界中に
Yeah, we know that because you literally showed us a map. Cologne, in fact.
攻略は失敗
Oh no, that's such good disaster movie footage. Just like every monument in the world just going down.
胸躍る。さあユグドラシルにて全てのあり方を改造しよう。
Like you said, this is literally all the Ultima 10, Ultima 9. Literally a god raises pillars all over the world. So, behold my new Dyson sphere.
Hey, you know, she did it in like 5 seconds. I think that basically makes her a like level 3 civilization on her own.
No, she did it over the course of 48, probably 55 minutes now.
Alright.
ある場所がどうなってるの。
This explains why the Earth was red all the time in the background.
あんなのがバネッタさんの望んだみんなと仲良くなれる世界なんですか。人間に戻れない完全
In fairness, you have no idea what she's done. All that's changed right now is the Earth is red.
Yeah.
For all you know, the window got tinted.
たちが言う分かり合うってそうよ。そのためにシェムハは星と命を作り変え私たちは封じられたシェムハの力を取り戻すためバラルの呪詛を解除するの。バネッサ戦うでありますか。
That's a workaround, I guess. If we can't be humans again, and now we're monsters, we'll just make sure everybody else is a monster, so at least we'll fit in.
Everyone has to be the same or else.
私はたちはぬくもりと厳しさもつながりも全部をくれた場所を守るために。
You know, why did you even untransform?
You know,
Just so you could have a transformation sequence this episode? Why did you just
I mean, I guess they
stay...
just like relax for a moment.
I guess it's the whole linker thing, right? You lose synchronization over time.
Yeah. I guess also I'm just thinking Chris has the largest chance of just blowing up the moon. Just incidentally.
No, we already had a whole thing about that, remember? No, in the underwater place where she fought Fear and Carol.
Oh, yeah, she completely went over. I should definitely not do that. You're right.
Well, I mean, more so that she did that down there and learned her lesson. So specifically, we had an arc about it, which means if everybody in the comments has been right before, that the characters learn their lessons across seasons.
I do feel like Chris is channeling Revolver Ocelot a little bit.
No. She would do a lot more twirling and knocking shit out of the air, and she twirled it.
Yeah, a little bit more RoboCop in the routine.
No, that's like my favorite scene of Revolver Ocelot, where like the bioengineered bees are attacking him, and he's just gun rotating them out of the air. Oh yeah, get Hibiki with the maybe you were wrong.
To be fair, I mean, Hibiki's pretty weak to that.
Yeah, self-doubt. It's big in Teenage Turtles.
Okay, well, I'm a little more convinced on the you're a weapon thing now.
What, not when she folded in half and fired a missile out of her torso?
Well, now she's the giant laser centipede or whatever.
I think she literally only has 1 foot in that form, Griff. That's the as opposite of a centipede as you can get.
Oh, perfect comeback.
Where's your hand at right now? Hibiki, you already have a girlfriend.
She's clearly been gaining more.
Malcolm?
Yeah. Oh, good beam clash.
Not really a clash, she's doing the splitting up thing.
それでも私たちは怪物なんかに
Is ejected into space. Damn, Cruz.
Yeah. So I knew it was like, why is Chris still aiming at them? They're clearly going to save them. It's like, oh, she fired the arrow too. What the fuck is she doing?
Look,
How
they
is she
had
going to
me in the
save
first
them with an
half.
arrow?
どうして助けたの
助けたわけじゃねえ。ただ本当に今よりここより先に進もうと願うのなら、なおのこと帰る場所ってのは大切なんだと伝えたかった。私は考えすぎるから。きっとまた。
Here we wrap up Chris's storyline of about realizing what friends and family really are.
And we do it at the same time as we wrap up Noble Red too. Oh. Sorry, Tiny Vampire is the best now.
心まで怪物にしないためにもうちも弱さを言い訳に自分の心を殺すのはたくさんだぜ。帰る場所、私の家族。
だが茶番は終わり。
Ah, here we go.
But I can't help but think it's a real shame our last group of trio just had to fucking die. They don't get to come back, have a place to call home. Just fucking died.
And of course, now we're gonna get the most villainous plot.
Memory manipulation's already a fucking thing, so why not?
Yeah. We already established it earlier this season.
Self-destruct.
Going straight to final form.
Well, I mean, she's begging to be killed before she can hurt people, so yeah. Because she's connected to every computer in the world as well. I know what you're laughing about.
The villain just wins by being like even more bold in every single action kind of trope.
Well, no. Hibiki hesitated because she didn't want to hurt people. And at one moment, hesitation was all that Shimha needed.
Yeah.
私たちの誇りを守ってくれた。教えて、何が起きてるの？
このままではここマルドゥークが新たなシェムハと再生。
Ah, there she is. I do love Shemha's sass.
刹那に人が一つに繋がったことで我は蘇り、メガラニカからの浮上を果たせた。
1年前、月の落下を止めるために世界中の人類がアップルに繋がれたから。じゃあ、嘘の地のあの歌は。
That show is so fucking crazy that I forgot about that.
形を変えて現代に残る統一言語の断片、その慣れの果てだ。
人は一つに繋がれないのではなく。
I would love a Symphogear / Gurren Lagann crossover.
Hibiki just gets a big drill. Yeah, I'm down for it.
We've got to get you to watch Gurren Lagann at some point.
Put it on the list, man. We'll do it.
I'll add it to a poll or something. The fact that all you know is there's a drill involved is so sad to me.
怪物どもは実に役立ってくれた。あとは月食に合わせて。
これは私めら3人が形成する全長38万キロを超える鉄 が来る迷宮。遺跡母艦の衝撃を遮断するだけでなく、空間をねじ曲げて地球への道を。
Oh, cool.
最速で最短、まっすぐに一直線に。だけど。
We're watching somebody try and do this in Space Engineers.
Final sacrifice. It's gonna happen.
これは怪物が苦し紛れにかける呪い。鼻持ちならない正義の味方に手遅れとなった地球を見せつけたいだけのちっぽけな抵抗。だけど
I love the rationalization.
呪いはきっと祝福に変えられる。
It's so
お
good.
父さんがそう言ってたし、私も信じて疑わない。どうやら私めらはここまでのようだぜ。3人の思い、確かに受け止めた。そしてそれを背負うのがお気楽者の使命なのです。ああ、確かに届けてやる。
Why did the girls last season get this? They were no more as bad as Noble Red. They killed one less person than Noble Red did.
But so we got our send-off.
Yeah, but everyone got to talk to these. Only Hibiki, no, only Maria got to talk to.
誰かと手をつなぐこと、こんなにも勇気が必要だったんだな。それを私は。翼さん。
Oh right, they're stranded in space now. Enjoy.
Also, they flown in space before. The tunnel was pointless. I think
Well,
they could have found their way back to Earth.
How fast is the question?
Yeah, they said bend space, I understand, but...
そして無事なのは本部だけじゃない。ネットワークシステムを利用した演算でユグドラシルを起動するならば、ネットワーク
We have a whole generation of computer nerds.
They took over the Bitcoin mines.
各所にファイヤーウォールを設置を。
米国大統領の名において非常事態宣言を発動する。腕に覚えのある
Please don't be orange.
各国機関は世界
This will be our Independence Day.
各端末の演算機能を死守する。
Cool, General
これ以上の
President.
侵略を阻止できる。人類の総力で押しとどめるんだ。
Mr. President, you sure you want to do that?
Nah,
Just-
I guess he might have well has been orange.
Yeah. Oh, it does not matter, but it's funny. Wait, who?
His name was literally on screen, Griff.
Yeah, I know, but still.
うちの店にいる IT 関連の太客たちに手伝ってもらったのさ。兄上、してくん、痛み入ります。
You know, that guy's family.
I cannot believe that at the last minute we get a send off for him and his family, give him like a little arc. Didn't expect it.
その勇気、果てなき強さが尊いからなのですね。お父様。
みんな、エクスドライブだ。だけど、可能とするだけのフォニックゲインを信じよう。私たちの胸の歌を、シンフォギアを。
起動算出ですか。
Again, this is just Gurren Lagann without the plus singing.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm enjoying it. Like they need like the one last rally before they go into everything, and here we have like their classic final song and everything. We're amping up for it.
この突入角では。
So this is the comet that destroyed the dinosaurs, huh? Oh.
やはり X ドライブを起動させるだけのフォニックゲインは。
月からの帰還とは驚嘆に値する。なれど
Sorry,
ここま
my
でよ
head. The music playing anytime Gurren Lagann team needs to overcome something impossible.
just gonna fight the power.
That's not the right song, Griff. Fucking gotta watch the
Alright,
show.
Well, they did land in one piece. That's more than I thought they were gonna get.
They did it in season 1, Griff. They've fallen from orbit before.
Look, you don't show them like
Remember?
burning up and screaming and go, they're perfectly fine.
They
right?
literally did it in season 1, Griff. Don't you remember the 2-week wait where they had to lie to Miku again? I remember the grudges I keep.
Oh yeah, no, you got a big book of them over there. But here we go. We are literally standing at the final fight, like 5 seconds away from it starting.
Yeah.
What do you got in your mind?
I mean, I don't know. It's a lot. We're gonna. I assume, being that they think that the season or the show is wrapping up completely from here on, they got no plan for another season like they did before, that they're going to try and wrap up the series right now in one episode. So, I don't know. It's a lot.
We had like a whole bunch of extra shout outs too here. We got Owa's family and everything. We probably got to get a few more in there at the end, I think. Carol's still, Carol/Elf9 is like still technically there, just like literally where they landed watching.
I mean, there's plenty of people that are still dead we could resurrect if we find that. See, I think if they do any like raising people from the dead, that would be the difference between this and Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann does the whole the dead should stay dead because the future's for the next generation sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't feel like we have a metaphor to work with Symphogear for like let's resurrect somebody at the last second. Unless it's hibiki specifically.
I mean, if we're gonna go for a fully good ending, no matter what.
So I guess that does leave us with just one last fight, Theta. What else, though? I don't think we can get, like, bigger for this fight, like, at the last second, right? They already have basically...
I've been comparing it to Gurren Lagann this whole time. They're like, we can't get bigger. Oh, we could get bigger. They're not going to. They're not going to, but we could get bigger.
We're not going to be throwing galaxies at each other just yet here, but, like, I think the latest thing they just did, which was, like, go from Moon to Earth to full re-entry at full speed directly to the place they gotta be, they're basically at Superman level, right?
Not even close.
Oh.
Superman can reach the end of the universe in seconds.
Okay, but they're in a class above ordinary superhero, I think. They're in the Superman
You
category.
don't need to compare them to anything. They're literally in their own universe. They are superheroes.
I know, but it's like, that's the peak. This is it. They don't get more powerful than this. We can't make the fight any bigger unless we go to Gurren Lagann, like you said.
There's literally no show after this, so yeah, they can't get any more powerful after this, is a true statement, but probably not the way you intend it to be.
Right, but they have their power here, and they've already explicitly said they can do whatever they think they can with their power as long as they're doing it here. That's basically how it kind of works now with the mental,
That's how it always worked, remember? Their weapons are literally the physical embodiment of their will.
Yeah, exactly. So it's literally just willpower versus willpower. We don't even get, like, the fight scene that Shemal had, like, back in the past or anything.
Well, no, they just landed into it.
Or, well, no, I'm sorry. We don't get the sword fight, is what I mean.
We don't know that either. Some of these people use swords, like Tsubasa. Shemha could pull out a sword, which she's done. The whole side blade thing that she's been doing.
Shemha goes one by one, embarrassing everybody with a new mental weapon just to match theirs and show off, like, yes, I am better than each of you individually. Well, and then we get the teamwork power.
She already beat Carol, and Carol had so much power that she got everybody souped up into their ultimate forms just by singing once.
We're gonna get that again. Hell yeah.
No, I can't. I think Carol used all her power already.
Yeah, we gotta get another pan over to Carol, like how she's doing. But I think that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?